Hi Scorpio, welcome back to the Warrior's Journey Tarot. This is your love reading for February 18th to the 28th. Let's get right into it. I'm going to light some incense, clean up this energy here, and then we're going to use the Klimt Tarot deck as well as the Oracle cards, Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue and Whispers of Love by Angela Hartfield. I like to get up big. Alright, and I'm using Klimt Tarot because I just did Taurus's reading for the dailies, and you know, it was making kind of some kind of statement about the fashion oracle cards about color and how black and white is boring sometimes because everything looks good in black and white. And honestly, the fountain tarot that I was using for the last few spreads, I had enough. It was depressing. It serves its purpose. It's a Moody deck. I call it a Moody deck, but I'm just not in the mood. So I'm going to use Klimt Tarot, okay? It's got artwork from Klimt. Gustav Klimt. Is that the name? I forgot now. I'm getting amnesia for everything. Three of Wands. Waiting for your ships to come in. Waiting for your results after you've put out effort into the world. Okay, so let's keep going. On the bottom was Ten of Swords, the ending of something. There goes my throat getting constricted. Every time I do a reading, weird things happen. Either my nose starts running, my throat gets constricted, then my energy changes. Alright, so Scorpio, this is for you. This is a love and romance reading, okay, for February 18th to the 28th for romantic love. What's going on for Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 18th to the 28th. And we're going to pull a Celtic cross. Alright, usually I like to shuffle and have a card pop out. That's my signal at the end of the shuffle. If it doesn't, I'll just stop the shuffle. And give it a few more tries here. This is for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 18th to the 28th. Alright. We've got a few cards, so I'm going to continue the shuffle, but I'll tell you what it means. Seven of Swords, the Lord of Unstable Efforts, could speak to when you try to start fresh, a new life, a new clean start. And the kind of rocky start, the shaky legs when you're trying to build a new foundation, a new life. It also speaks to a little bit of deception or trickery as well, sneaking away with something that's not yours. Sevens relate to the desire nature. And here you got Seven of Wands. It's like the hero card. Look at this person about to stab this bull here. Seven of Wands can relate to feeling like you're being attacked, feeling like you need to protect yourself and being defensive. It's a card of blocking. You could be being blocked or someone could be blocking you. And then you've got the Wheel of Fortune speaking to an upward turn of the wheel. If things have been going not so great, which it hasn't been going so great, things are going to change. It's going to bring in more prosperity and abundance. Now, the Nine of Wands here is called the Wounded Warrior card. It speaks to when you get these new responsibilities coming into your life, the old hurts, the old grievances, the traumas, whatever, it's still there. And it's kind of going to leave you more blocked as usual because you're not over it, the past upset. Judgment card is about Angel Gabriel blowing the horn and resurrecting people from death, and it speaks to, in love and romance, someone from your past that you thought was dead and gone coming back into your life. Now, I don't mean literally dead, but someone who was, you know, you don't even think about. And it's fated that they come back into your life now. All right. For whatever reason. Doesn't mean you have to marry them. It just means that someone from your past is coming back. All right. So can we please get a Celtic cross for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 18th to the 28th, please. All right, I like this shuffle. It's nice. There's a lot of nudity in this deck as well, but it's in an artistic way, not a vulgar way. So if it offends you, I'm just letting you know now. Okay, I'm going to stop there. On the bottom, 10 of Pentacles. Yes, Scorpio. All right. Excellent. Situation. Oh, look at that. Ace of Cups. Good for you. Excellent. That's divine love. Oh, my goodness. A challenge with the sun. Still beautiful. 5 of Wands in the conscious. This is a beautiful read so far. I hope it doesn't go left because, you know, you never know. Something's... 4 of Swords on the bottom. Subconscious. Recent past. You've got the Moon card. Recent future. You got 7 of Swords again. We saw that earlier. You right now, the Hermit. Okay, not going out. A little reclusive. Around you, the King of Pentacles. A Taurus. Could be. Or something that, you know, the energy you're surrounded by. Your hopes and fears is the Devil card. Alright. Queen of Cups is the outcome. Alright, Scorpio. So here we go. You have in your romantic life, the situation here is an Ace of Cups. Look at this like Romeo Juliet type of scenario. It's not Romeo and Juliet, I don't think. I don't know the history behind every piece of art. Everything here is an actual, you know, piece of artwork from Gustav Klimt. And I didn't study the history of all of them because I just liked it because it was beautiful and artistic and shiny. And some of the pictures I know. Okay, anyways, so Ace of Cups is about divine love. It can represent anything from childbirth, baptisms, offerings of love, to you being personally fulfilled and content within yourself and joyous. Now here they've depicted, and I'm going to respect that in this tarot, with 2 people. So I take this as a new romantic opportunity of love being offered. Now the challenge here is, and it's true love, okay? The challenge here is the Sun card. Look how sweet this is. They're both naked, yeah, whatevs. But, you know, they're hugging, and it's the Sun card. Success, happiness, abundance, fulfillment. Now this love is challenged by the Sun card. It could speak to, you know, because I see Ace of Cups and the Sun, it also could speak to trying to get pregnant or have a baby, okay, for some of you, because the Sun can represent childbirth as well. But generally speaking, the Sun is about clarity, seeing things clearly, success, everything being, it's a very happy card. It's one of the most positive cards, if not the most positive card in the deck. Okay, so when I see the Sun card, in spite of the fact that it's in the challenge position and the Devil is there in your hopes and fears, the Sun will outshine the Devil, okay? So here's a challenge, is seeing things clearly, and possibly, you know, maybe it means that not everything has come to light yet about this. Maybe you don't understand everything about this love relationship yet. You don't know everything yet. You don't know where it's going to go. Something along the lines of you're in love, but you're not thinking, you're not seeing everything that's going on. Okay. Consciously, we'll find out more about what this means, but consciously in the day-to-day, you got 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands is a conflict card. Okay, and is there any other? 4 of Swords, okay. And you got this image here of this woman who looks like she's withdrawing into herself and looks kind of insecure. Because 5 of Wands is about inner conflict and external, outer conflict and competing interests. Sometimes it's depicted with 5 females or 5 people, males, whichever, all the same, fighting each other, speaking to your own inner conflict, your own self-doubts, insecurities, thinking you're not good enough. It also has to speak to outer conflicts with other people where you're fighting and there's petty arguments and disagreements, causing, you know, an uncomfortable, toxic situation. It also speaks to competing interests where there could be people competing for your love interest or people competing. You could feel like this kind of insecurity in love and romance, especially where, why do they want me? Why would they want me when so many other people, you know, would be better, and, you know, he's or she's better than this and that, and I'm not on their level, and they could do so much better than me. This kind of insecurity. And then the foundation, you got 4 of Swords. That's your hidden feelings, this foundation here. 4 of Swords is just wanting to rest and regenerate. In your hidden feelings, in your psychic, intuitive base foundation, moon energy here in the bottom, it's where you just want to, your heart, your intuition is just saying it's time to rest. It's time to take a break from all this, and I need to get my energy back up because I'm low. Okay, like that kind of a flow. speaking to retreat, regeneration. Can also mean that you want to take a vacation or go away somewhere to get your energy back up. Anything that brings your energy back up. And the sun is crowning this, okay? So maybe you want to take a vacation to somewhere sunny. You know, some kind of island getaway, whether it be Dominican, Cuba, whatever. I think I put Cuba once and somebody's like, Cuba? Excusez-moi. Okay? We're talking about a quick trip to get away. Anyways, and then recent past, we've got the moon. The moon is the fate card. Let's see where else we got fate cards. The hermit, the devil, and the sun. So 1, 2, 3, 4 fate cards for the 18th to the 28th. So they're going to have a strong influence because it's your karma, other people's karma, planetary alignments, whatever else, all in this blender, making things happen in divine timing. Okay? So here you got this moon card. Could be someone by the sign of Cancer in your recent past. But the moon card is about, first of all, your hidden feelings, deep psychic intuitive abilities. Now, if it's about low energy stuff like this, could represent feeling isolated, lonely, a little bit depressed. And I feel like that's you because I got the Hermit card here for you as well. So it looks like you're kind of antisocial and feeling moody. Okay? Moody and sensitive and just needing to be away from people and to be on your own. In the recent future, you got 7 of Swords. This is, again, you saw that pop out earlier. It's called the Lord of Unstable Efforts. Speaking to when you're trying to make a fresh start and you're making the first few moves to try to build a new life, and not everything will go smoothly. It's going to be trial and error. But that's absolutely fine because nobody gets it right the first time. Right? Everybody screws up. Practice makes perfect. The best thing is to just focus on your goal and to keep trying. You get an obstacle, well then just try 10 times harder. Right? It's like, oh yeah? Watch me do this. Right? And then you got the Hermit card in the you right now. Okay, pause. 7 of Swords can also speak to deception or stealing away of power. Okay? Stealing information, sneaky behavior. So it could be where sometimes it will show a person and somebody else is taking some swords away from them, sneaking off with some swords. Meaning, you might know someone is doing something sneaky to you, or you might be doing something sneaky to someone. However way this works, okay? Let's take it in a positive aspect where someone's doing it to you. It just means that, you know, you see it, whether they be skimming off the top or, you know, looking and snooping into information they shouldn't be to use against you, whatever it could be, some sneaky deceit. It's saying you see it, you know it, you can sense it that someone's doing something a little bit off and wrong, but you're not going to act on it yet, not until you bust them cold, and then you can do something about it. And then the Hermit card is in the you now position, speaking more of this moon energy, okay? The Hermit card, usually they'll always show it in the nighttime with the stars out, feeling like, you know, this very intimate kind of atmosphere where he's on his own, but the Hermit's about being reclusive. It's a very spiritual card. It's a major arcana card. So you, with the Hermit and the Moon, you're going through a major phase of spirituality and introspection, keeping your own counsel, and feeling antisocial. Okay? Around you, you got the King of Pentacles. This could be representing someone by the sign of Taurus. Now, it doesn't mean Taurus owns King of Pentacles. It just means that it's that type of earth energy, that grounded energy, someone who's mastered the material world, the Suit of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is someone who's got responsibilities. Now, this is the energy surrounding you, or it could be someone like this around you, okay? You might be, you know, feeling this kind of pull to be like this, or it could be someone like this around you. So let me tell you what King of Pentacles is. He's a benevolent, kind, generous person. They're great business partners, great support systems, great family members, a patriarch, a father, a nurturer, someone who's responsible for his community, his kingdom, his lineage, his culture, the roots. Pentacles, earth energy, deep roots, means something to them. King of Pentacles is someone who's looking for someone in love and romance that will fit into their world, that will be harmonious, a good match in there. It's not just a love thing. It's like, how will this interest, this love interest, fit into my community, into my life, into my family? Will they be of benefit to everybody? Because that's how the King of Pentacles thinks. Along the lines of, every decision is based around, how will this affect people who are connected to me? And they make decisions like that, not in a selfish way of like, I am the emperor, I will do whatever the F I want and everyone else will bow down. King of Pentacles is kind of has this more down-to-earth kind of element of, I'm going to, you know, pick someone who has the same values and appreciates the same things and will be of benefit to my community. So that could be someone like that around you. Now, in your hopes and fears, you've got the Devil card, and that sucks. This is the Devil card is about addictions, and when you see it, it's a troublemaker. It's a troublemaker card. It's something where you see this woman, and she's got two women in this card, in this picture, kind of like she's holding them by their necks, this control thing. The Devil does have this aspect of mental locks, locking you down in terms of mentally putting you in a prison. Okay, shackled, control factor, trying to control you by using fear, intimidation, abuse, all these types of things. Also could speak to addictions, ego, getting in the way to cause problems, materialism, all those things that have to do with lower nature. Okay, so this is all about your hopes and fears. Okay, it could speak to extreme materialism. It could speak to a Capricorn as well. Okay, if we take it in the best way possible, it could be a Capricorn. Now, when I also see Devil next to money cards, like Ten of Pentacles or the King of Pentacles, it could speak to extreme materialism. You're hoping to be rich like Midas or something, okay? Along those lines. Now, in the outcome, you've got Queen of Cups. This is someone who's... Now, there's a higher aspect to Queen of Cups and there's a lower aspect. Now, because I see Seven of Swords, the Devil, and the Five of Wands all around her, there's a cup being offered, and she's got this cup here. I feel like this is giving into your insecurities, okay? When you've got the Five of Wands, the self-doubt, insecurity next to the Queen of Cups, well, then all of a sudden, this intuitive lady, this, you know, sensitive, artistic, healer type, spiritual type, one who looks for deep meaning in life, this all of a sudden gets too deep, gets too much in their cups, gets too much into their emotions. Then it can speak to more of this energy, depression, okay, where you need to medicate and feeling lonely, isolated, emotional, irrational, needing therapy, like that type of energy, okay? On the bottom here, we've got the Ten of Pentacles, and you got a King of Pentacles around you. It looks like there's somebody, or the energy of either it's you or someone around you, extreme wealth and abundance, okay? Ten of Pentacles and King of Pentacles around you, and then the hopes and fears of control here. It feels like it could be that whatever, sometimes when you get these King of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, it can feel a little stifling, okay, to be honest, sometimes. I love those cards, but sometimes with the Devil negatively aspecting it, it could speak to almost like the wealth is a curse, okay, and that's very first world problems, but like where the wealth is making you unable to do things, unable to be free, where it controls you. You don't have freedom of movement. You don't have freedom of doing what you want to do. You've got your life mapped out for you. You were groomed to do this and that since you were born. That type of energy, because Ten of Pentacles speaks to inheritance, legacy, last name, even royalty, deep roots, all that kind of thing. Okay, this is all about your kingdom, Pentacles, the material, tangible world. So it looks like it's got you feeling in your cups, okay? It's got you feeling like you're trapped, controlled, emotional, and depressed. I'll just take a peek underneath this. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is the romantic dreamer type. Unattached, doesn't have kids, This is someone, even if it is someone who does have kids or is attached, this is someone, it's a youthful energy. When you see horses, it speaks to movement, change coming in. The Knight of Cups is here offering a cup, an offering of a romantic offering. I call this my Leonardo DiCaprio card, where they're in it to feel love deeply, but there's an expiry date on it, okay? It's not a very committed energy, but it is a very romantic energy. Looks like you're being offered a cup here. And then the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so there's extreme abundance and wealth here. Great wealth. And the wheel also speaks to, in love and romance, if things have been going great, there's going to be a change, where there will be a temporary separation between you and your romantic partner. If things have been going shit, then it means that there's going to be a 360 where now abundance comes pouring in, and new life and new energy and a new cycle, which is a welcome change from this depression. It's quite depressing, this. Wounded Warrior. Three of Wands, waiting for your ships to come in. Empress, great. Fertility, abundance. Can you even speak to childbirth? Truth, victory, clarity with the Ace of Swords, speaking your truth. Two of Cups, partnership. We'll end it there. All right. So communicating how you feel, and then going into the union. This was really interesting, Scorpio. Very interesting read. All right. So can we please get one Romance Angels Oracle card for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 18th to the 28th, please? Whoa. Make the effort. It popped out. Spirit made the effort for you. Make the effort. Great love is worth waiting, is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And on the bottom, engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment, which we saw on the bottom of the deck, but I don't want to go that deep in. Make the effort. Let's read this. It says, you received this card because some action steps on your part are necessary in order for your prayers about your love life to be answered. The angels have opened the doors for you, and now it's time for you to walk through them. The first thing that comes to mind with respect to taking action is a good starting place for you. When you ask for spiritual help, you always receive it. Often this help comes in the form of intuitive guidance, which consists of repetitive feelings and thoughts. You get the sense that you should do this or that. You receive this card as a nudge to actually take that action. You'll then receive the next piece of the puzzle, meaning another intuitive message about what to do. If you like, you can ask the angels to give you the motivation, courage, time, and energy to take these steps. Know that each one brings you closer upon the pathway to great love. And I'll read you engagement as well, because the bottom of the deck seems to resonate all the time lately, and you know, I'm tuning into my intuition. So your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Congratulations. This card signals pending nuptials, beginning with a romantic engagement. Even if you're not presently in a relationship, the romance angels can see one upon your horizon. This card comes to you as reassurance, specifically so that you'll choose to release any worries about whether you'll get married, because you will. Deep romantic love in which you feel treasured is in the cards for you. The deeper meaning of this card relates to commitment. First, you commit to taking care of yourself. You establish boundaries about what you will and won't accept in your relationships and in other life areas, such as career, home, lifestyle, and so on. Next, you honor your self-commitment by taking decisive action and telling others how you truthfully feel about their behavior. As you commit to yourself, the universe sends you additional experiences of loving commitment, including the promise of marriage. And 10 of Pentacles is about commitment, okay? You see this estate, and you see this is speaking to abundance, right? It's not a condo. It's not an apartment complex. It's a huge estate. So 10 of Pentacles is the happily ever after card, as well as the 10 of Cups. But this is the one where, you know, there's deep roots, where generations to come will benefit from it because it's a legacy card. So let's pull another oracle card. This is Whispers of Love. Can we get a Whispers of Love oracle card for Taurus? Sorry, I apologize. I do Taurus readings every day. So this is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 18th to the 28th. This is for Scorpio, please. Can we get one card for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 18th to the 28th, please. On the bottom, we've got be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. And on the top, we've got have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. All right. So let's read that. Number 12. When we truly believe that things will work out, that faith will confidently see us through. The angels are with you. This is something that you can have complete faith in. Knowing simple truths will give you the answers that you are seeking. Love is an act of faith. Okay, and I'm going to throw in one more, okay? I was debating. This is the Gateway Oracle cards. This is last Oracle card for Scorpio, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 18th to the 28th. Here I get one card for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 18th to the 28th, please. In love and romance. Regarding this read, can we get some clarification to Scorpio? All right. On the bottom, emerging into grace. I open my soul to grace. And then on the bottom, you've got mending bridges. I heal rifts. I am a mender. So I'll leave that here. So maybe you're a healer and you do healing work as well, because the Queen of Cups is a healer type as well. Someone who's like a therapist, social worker, along those lines. Mending bridges. That's why I love Oracle cards. They just make everything come together. Where is mending? There we go. I heal rifts. I am a mender. Card meaning, heal old wounds with respect to people and situations. Carefully do whatever you feel is necessary to make amends. You are a mender. Help others mend bridges in their lives. The universe wants you to know there are times to drop everything and leave, and there are also times to carefully mend bridges with people, situations, and places. This is one of those healing times. Maybe there's a wound inside of you that needs to be forgiven or accepted. Transform the inner grievance. Do it now, for you no longer need to carry it with you. Perhaps there is a person from your past with whom you should reconnect. You know what you need to do. Take action now. Questions to ask yourself: if there was an area of my life that needed mending, what might it be? What is the first step I need to take toward resolving a current rift I have with someone? Could this card represent something within myself that I need to give attention to or mend? Now I'm going to read Emerging into Grace. I just feel like it. Sometimes I feel like it, sometimes I don't. Okay. Emerging into Grace is the bottom of the cards here. It says, what is expected in life tends to be realized. If you anticipate an amazing, joyous, healthy, prosperous future, this is more likely to occur for you than if you assume the worst. Expect the best. Be open for anything. Imagine your life filled with happiness. Your wondrous future is resting on the horizon of your soul, shimmering and bright. The universe wants you to know today is yesterday's future, and in every moment you are creating your future. If you're patiently waiting for the future to bring you joy and contentment, your desired outcome may never arrive. But if you learn to create happiness now, your days will be filled with pleasure and bliss. It's great to have a dream. However, if you don't learn to find satisfaction in the meantime, excusez-moi, let me put the music back on. In the meantime, where'd you go? You may not notice when your dreams come true. The purpose of life is not about manifesting your desires. It's about discovering the inner gifts of the heart and experiencing and sharing joy. Be happy now. Enjoy the journey as much as the destination. Questions to ask yourself. What is my probable future? If I'm not satisfied with it, what action steps do I need to take? What is my greatest contribution to the future? Okay, so that was your reading, Scorpio. I hope it resonated for you. I'm not going to pretend to know your situation because I could tell off the bat this is new Scorpio energy that's coming in. And I appreciate you and I appreciate it. And that's why really Spirit was calling me. I was like, use a new deck, use something vibrant, use something. And I just felt like doing it. And thank you for your new blood that you have added into this. Because I was getting a little bit, you know, wary of the Scorpio reads here. So I do have a February monthly love reading already posted for you guys. I'm going to link it now at the end of this video, as well as your last weekly love reading and your bi-weekly kind of general reading. It's an hour long. If I could suggest out of all the readings, the bi-weekly generals are honestly my favorite. And if you're someone who's looking for, you know, a quality read, those are the best ones. So check that out. Other than that, it does feel like you're in new energy here, so you might want to wait for the future ones because the other ones are for the energies I've already been picking up on. And I have some tarot haul videos, 1, 2, and 3, where I go to some shops and I've picked up some crystals and new tarot decks, so you might be interested in that. And that's it. Thank you for stopping by. Take care. Talk to you guys soon.